Hello, everybody. This is Pops&JakeyT from the Black Mike Studio. Once again, yeah. I hope you had a good week. How about that virus that's going on? Do you believe they're pushing it too much or what?
Yeah, somewhat. We can't say the name of it because if we do, we will get copyright striked on. Well, not copyright. We'll get strict on YouTube, and this video will not be available for you guys to pull on YouTube. So we're not gonna talk. We're not gonna say the name of it. We're
We're
just
gonna
gonna
call
call
it
it
the virus. But,
so this virus in Pennsylvania, all the schools are shut down for 2 weeks.
Yeah, from Governor Wolf.
From Governor Wolf.
Just today.
Governor Wolf's my boy.
So I was hoping but they said they're not gonna hold it against you.
I forgot to put my phone on airplane mode. Whatever, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
No one calls me.
So yeah, the schools are shut down. Some jobs are shut down. And some people are bosses or owners are paying their employees even though they're not going to be working for 2 weeks, which is nice.
That is nice. I mean,
yeah, that is nice. That's great. So, yeah, it's a shame. I don't know if they're pushing it too much or they're just trying to get ahead of the game.
They're trying to get ahead of the game, I think. They're trying to, like, be safe.
So the hospitals ain't swamped.
Better safe than sorry, trying their best. Like, I was figuring, like, they want to disinfect the school over the weekend.
I thought they did last weekend.
They wanted to do it this weekend again.
Oh, really?
What's the point of that when you come back over a week? More germs, it's going to be germs no matter what. So
as long as you wash your hands and don't pick at your face or your nose. It'd be good. Wash your hands as much as you can. That's the way the virus gets or if somebody's sick by you, stay away. But
I think it's funny. My teacher, before we left Babbitt's, he was saying, "Oh, we're not going to have off because Bethlehem won't close."
Northampton didn't want to close either.
That says Bethlehem didn't want to close. If Bethlehem closed, everywhere, Saucon, Northampton, all of them will close.
Oh.
But so he's like, "Oh, we're not going to have off. There's no way. There's no way we're going to have off." Well, an hour later, I found out we had off for 2 weeks.
I called you, huh?
On the bus, everyone was yelling, "Pops is my hero!"
Yeah, so. But just be careful out there. It usually hits the elderly more than the young people.
Yeah, and
it's like the flu.
It's like the flu, but more dangerous, I guess. But
for older people.
For older people, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Another thing that's been happening with the coronavirus is it's been pushing back movies from being released. The Fast and the Furious, the new one has been pushed back the whole year.
So use that word. So. But the virus.
Fuck,
so that's okay. What's your language? So, okay. So that's what we're going to talk about. And what else were we going to talk about? Anything else happened in the news this week?
Hold on, Pops. Let me say. Well, hold on, wait. Before let's talk about the movies. Since, I had that prepared.
Okay.
So, here's the movie that came out. Bloodshot came out, which I didn't want to see at all because I knew what the comic book character of Bloodshot.
What was it?
Yeah, he's a comic book character. He's played by Vin Diesel.
Oh.
So it's a 33% critic rating and a 79% audience score, which go
about
see
50, it. So
yeah, I mean I think it looked
what
interesting.
Is it about?
This guy, it's like this soldier, right? And he gets like enhanced superpowers type stuff, but they're like nanobots in his bloodstream.
Oh, okay.
So like if he gets shot in the face, his like face can regrow parts.
Oh,
so he can't die.
Oh, okay.
So it's all about like he's being manipulated to do stuff and doesn't know it. That's what.
Oh, okay.
Another one that has been the most talked about movie that didn't even come out until just now.
Is what?
The Hunt, which is about. Last time I heard it was about a group of liberals hunting conservatives.
Oh, really?
Yeah, liberal people hunting conservatives, which I can't load. But I'm not sure if it's still that or it changed. Last time I heard it was like a year ago. For some reason that's not loading, so I'm just gonna go with this one. Alright, here you
go. Oh, that's 70%.
54% critic score and 70% audience score, which.
There's movie info.
It's a group of globalist elites gather for the very first time at a remote manor house to hunt humans for sport, But the elite master plan is.
Oh yeah, I seen commercials on TV about that.
Okay.
They kidnap people and then they hunt them. Right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
maybe so last time I heard about it, it was something else, as you can tell.
Okay.
So I think it changed since like 2 years ago, a year ago, whenever I heard about that. Another one that is coming out. I saw came out. We should go see Invisible Man.
We should go and see that.
I want to see that. I don't know what this is about.
I've been working long hours. I'll probably fall asleep.
Never, rarely, sometimes, always. Powerfully. Okay, so what was it about? What's it about? Face of an unintended pregnancy and a lack of local support, Autumn and her cousin Skylar embark across state lines to New York City on a fraught journey of friendship, bravery, and compassion. A 99% critic score. I think it's more. I don't know. I don't know if it's a big movie or like a. I can't stand this guy. Oh, it's only. It's on. This is on Hulu. This movie, so I'm not consider that really a movie.
Right.
It was on theaters. I can
But
say.
now the theaters might have a problem getting people in.
They have a problem getting movies in general because look what got held back. Mulan, The Quiet Place 2, which is going to come out next week. They got held back this week.
Yeah, but now they say you shouldn't go to movie theaters for 2 weeks.
You know what that means, Dad?
Yeah, all
Reduced ticket pricing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Look at, you know what it is for a trip to Florida right now?
What?
$50.
Oh, really?
Fly there.
Hey, you can't do nothing.
Brandon's in Florida.
Yeah, you can't
You know what
do
you-
nothing.
you know what he was
Disney's
saying?
closed. Universal Studios
I
closed.
texted Brandon and I'm like, how you doing? How's that virus? And he's like, I'm not touching anything I don't have to touch. I won't touch anything.
Oh.
If I don't gotta touch it, I'm not gonna touch it.
But yeah, nothing to do now. Well, you could go on the boat ride, looking for alligators, and you could find stuff to do.
Yeah, you can
I'm
find
sure.
something, I'm sure you could.
I wonder if what do you call it's open yet? Most other place people go.
Orlando? No, Legoland.
No, not Legoland. That other place that had the go-kart rides in that.
Oh, Fun Spot.
Yeah, I wonder if that's open yet.
I honestly have no clue.
Check it out. See if the Fun Spot's open in Orlando yet.
Is the Fun Spot in Orlando open? Yeah, it's open. Fun Spot America. It's
Yeah,
open.
that's a cool place to go. You could do that.
So I'm surprised it's open.
Yeah.
So those two, oh, there's another movie that's out.
I wonder if Brandon knows about
Brandon,
that.
I'll text him after this thing.
Yeah.
The movie that's out is My Spy, which is with Dave Bautista, who I think he got famous. Well, he was WWE wrestler. Then he's in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies playing a superhero. Well,
okay.
yeah, a superhero. So he got famous off of that because he cried when he got that role of being a superhero in that movie
Really?
because he was so happy that he got the role. I mean, he's fighting up against other actors and he got
Right.
So 46%. Just rotten. There's no audience score yet, which I'm sure it's for little kids. It's not for. I don't know how you judge a kid movie.
I don't know. Probably no cursing. No.
Well, it's a PG movie. It's like I guess it's like, is the story good? But like it's for
the
kids.
Stay interested.
The kids it should be judged on how kids judge it, not how.
Right.
Anything else?
Okay, now look up. We want to see what else happened in news.
Yeah, and
this
there's
week.
more news. I go on my favorite website to go on for the news is Twitter. I don't know why. Like what's trending. People are panic buying, as you know.
Toilet paper
Paper.
and
I don't get
why toilet
paper. It's not like.
Did he get the shits from it? Or what?
Yeah, I don't understand. Oh, the Dead Sea Scrolls, Dad.
Yeah.
Guess what they found out?
What?
They're forged. They're all fake.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Only the recent fragments that they found in 2002.
Oh.
They're all
okay.
forgeries. The rest of them are real. Those ones are forgeries. They just found out now. They looked into it, and they had like dozens of people
Look at it.
and they realized these aren't the same at all. I mean, there's like all 16 of the new ones.
Someone was trying to get a big buck.
Mm-hmm.
You know that works.
Oh, I was gonna tell you this, but then I thought about it. So I'm gonna talk about it now as we're on the podcast.
Okay.
So what's his name? Shit. Okay. Remember how I showed you the video of the guy? You know how the guy took over his son's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That guy. Okay. So he decided he had a lawn mowing business for 25 years, right?
Right.
He used it for extra money, paid for dozens of stuff around. He decided to stop doing it. He decided to close the business.
Oh, really?
Only because he figured he's making enough money off of YouTube and whatnot,
Oh, okay.
so that I can do it. So yeah, that's good. That's what I'm bringing it up to you. I don't know. Chinese billionaire Jack Ma will donate 1 million masks to the United States.
1 million what?
Masks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Trending in Pennsylvania, panic buying. What the hell? Look what this store wrote. Valued customers, due to the recent outbreak of stupidity and panic purchasing by complete idiots, the nation is currently experiencing a shortage of toilet paper and common sense. We expect supplies to be replenished once these sheep-minded morons have all starved to death in their homes, surrounded by toilet paper, but without anything to eat. Thank you for your patience.
That is true. I don't know why people are
Yeah,
doing
why
that.
people are
I
why?
went to Weiss's yesterday. It was so crowded. You think a bad snowstorm was coming.
Look what someone's selling online. I mean, it's a joke, but 8 Charmin toilet paper rolls for $40.
Oh.
Charmin strong. Look at the line. Look at all the people. Okay, I know I can't show you guys this,
Right.
but like they're all crowded around a pallet of toilet paper. What's toilet paper? Who cares?
That's a big deal. I don't understand that either.
Someone made a tough decision. They left their toilet paper there to get beer.
Yeah, Trump said he's going to forget about the interest on student loans.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for indefinitely, he said, till they figured things out. Yeah. And he put a lot of money in. What's that about Twinkies?
Well, this guy bought Twinkies instead of buying.
About the Small Business Administration for small companies to get help if they need help.
That's good.
Yeah, so.
Oh, wow. So.
What's that?
What's M Voucher? They're
I don't know.
Well, they're giving away
PlayStation 4?
a PlayStation 4 Pro. I guess it's a 500 million or something like that. It's limited edition. It's like a nice blue color. It's a giveaway. So I don't know why. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, cool idea, I guess. People give, they always give away game consoles and whatnot. Anything that happened to me?
Stock market took big hits.
Stock market
I think
hits?
it went up today.
Really?
I think. So, that's good. Gas is going down.
I saw.
Everybody's like, Trump says he's filling up all the reserves and like a national reserve of oil right now because it's cheap. You might as well fill your tank when it's cheap.
Oh,
Yeah, so.
here's the thing. So Italy, they're being quarantined. They gotta stay in their houses. You know what the website Pornhub's doing?
What?
Anyone in Italy gets Pornhub Premium for free.
Are you serious?
So there's so many jokes about it, like me pretending to be from Italy so I can get free Pornhub Premium and shit like that.
Oh, now Trump's getting tested because he shook a hand with one guy.
I said Ivanka's getting
And he
tested
had,
too.
what do you call it?
Corona.
Whatever it's
Oh,
called.
I keep on doing it. I keep on doing
The
it.
virus.
Whatever. You know what? If the video's taken down, I'm sorry. I have to cut all these words out. I'm not worried about it.
So, okay, moving on here let's get off the subject because we're tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, we hear about it so much.
Everybody's talking about it. So
Before we get into the next part of the podcast, though, which is a nice, good part, we should put the ad in.
yeah, that's right. So put the ad in and we'll go on from there.
Yes, we will. Hello there. I know you're tired of hearing this, but we're sponsored by Anchor. Now, if you like to do a podcast, I get to go through Anchor because it's simple, easy. They take 30% of whatever you make, which is fine. You get 70%.
And it's free.
And it's free to use.
Yeah, so.
Also, I'm going to be talking about this book right here, about Pink Floyd. I'm showing it out there so, like, you see what book I'm talking about. So maybe if you want it, you can be like, oh, I want Pink Floyd. The story behind every album.
I don't think you can buy it anymore.
Maybe you can't, maybe you can, but if you find it and you want it, whatever, just buy it. It's pretty interesting. We're going to be talking about, what, The Wall, I think, and Dark Side of the Moon.
And when it first started.
And when it first started and whatnot.
Right,
so just tune in to hear that.
Okay.
Hold on, give me a second to, like, go back to...
We gotta wait a little bit longer here.
Yep.
For everybody to catch up.
Alright, and... Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I had to crack my neck. I know. Alright, I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. And we're back.
There you go.
So, we're going to be talking about Pink Floyd.
Everything you want to know about Pink Floyd is in this book.
In this book we have, it's
we're
called...
going to quote from.
Yeah, I'm going to quote from it. It's called Pink Floyd, The Story Behind Every Album.
So
they start...
when did they start?
August 5th, 1967, with their first album, The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. So...
That's when they had who? Sid Barrett?
Sid Barrett. It's their only full album of psych rock legend Sid Barrett. This is their only full album with him.
Oh, really?
The next album had him, like, like 1 or 2 songs. So...
That's before they kicked him out?
Yeah, actually he was doing drugs and stuff.
Right.
The Piper at the Gates of Dawn is one of the first great masterworks of a psychedelic rock group. A cornerstone album for the entire genre, and to this day, delightfully trippy listen from start to finish.
I don't think I ever heard that album.
I never heard it either, honestly. I've only listened to Pink Floyd, like,
Dark Side of the Moon.
Dark Side of the Moon, The Wall.
Which is one of the most famous ones.
Popular albums of all time. That and The Wall.
What?
I listened to that, The Wall, and Wish You Were Here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I guess I'm not like a main Pink Floyd fan where I think I listen to all their albums. I don't think I...
They changed. The music changed.
The music always changes, and it always sounded different, which is awesome. So, here's another quote by Nick Mason. Because the Beatles were taking their time recording Sgt. Pepper in the studio next door, EMI thought this was the way people now made records. So I guess they were in the same studio as the Beatles.
Yeah, because they came from England. So.
Yeah. All right. Oh, geez.
What's that?
That's a picture of Sid Barrett there.
Oh, okay.
So, there you go. They're not the YouTube fans and see the picture of Sid Barrett. I know it's not really...
They kicked him out in what year?
I'll look into that. Give me a second. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'll look into this. I know I should have been, but I was trying to, but I fell asleep up here. If I'm honest. Alright, so wait. Oh, wow.
What?
Roger Waters, Nick Mason, Sid Barrett, and Richard White from left to right. So, who came in the band after?
I don't know.
So I have to look into that. Hold on. Give me a second. Alright, Norman versus... Oh, wait. Who's Normal Norman? Hold on a second. Now I'm reading all this stuff. As their leader suffers a mental breakdown, Pink Floyd try to find a new way forward, which is their next album, A Saucer Full of Secrets. Or A Saucer of Secrets. No, I said it right. Okay. Which came out on June 29th, 1968. Pink Floyd were in trouble and they knew it. When they entered Abbey Road Studios in August of 1967 to record their sophomore album, A Saucer Full of Secrets. By this point, they were well into the difficult process of losing their frontman, guitarist, chief songwriter, and all-around star attraction, Sid Barrett. Excessive use of hallucinogens had seriously compromised...
Acid.
Yeah, acid and stuff like that.
Right.
Had seriously compromised Barrett's ability to perform or write songs. It was really stressful waiting for Sid to come up with songs for the second album, manager Pete Jenner would later recall. And they was looking at him, and he couldn't do it. Roger Waters and Rick Wright stepped into the void, distributing the bulk of the album's material and splitting lead vocal duties between them. Nick Mason also pitched in, providing a lead voice on Waters' composition Corporal Clegg. Alright, here's a quote from David Gilmour. My role, I suppose, was to try and make it a bit more musical, and to help create a balance between formlessness and structured as harmony and harmony. I'm not going to read this whole book, because if I read this whole book, this would be like an hour-long podcast.
Yeah. Well,
So I'm trying to skip over, and... Oh, wow.
What's that?
So, Laughing Sid Barrett. Laughing Sid Barrett is a nickname that Jimi Hendrix bestowed on Pink Floyd's trouble leader when Floyd and the Hendrix Experience toured together in 1967. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Alright, so... The epic... Oh my gosh.
You know who else toured with,
Pink Floyd?
no,
Jimi Hendrix, too.
Jimmy Hendrix? ZZ Top.
Alright. So, is it a wrong reference to Sid's frequently to tape time? I know you're poking me. Here, I feel you. Alright, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna get to... Oh, David Gilmour is who came on.
Oh, okay.
That's who came on. I thought that Roger Waters came on. No, David Gilmour did.
Oh, so Roger Waters was.
Was always there, I guess. Yeah, I honestly thought David Gilmour was.
Okay, then who wrote the most songs then?
Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure it was Roger Waters. He wrote Money. Right here. When Rogers wrote Money, it was more or less all came up in the first day for the Dark Side of the Moon album. So as soon as he wrote that song, I knew what they wanted to do with that album. And that album came out on March 17th, 1973. Roger Waters emerges as Pink Floyd's sole lyricist and main idea man.
Oh, okay.
No account of the Dark Side of the Moon can fully explain the record's phenomenal sales performance. It's been over 14 years at the top of various Billboard charts and has sold some 50 million copies. At one point, there was rumored to be a CD factory in Germany devoted exclusively to turning out copies of Dark Side of the Moon in a Wagnerian effort to supply worldwide demand for this 1973 rock album.
Huh. That's a lot of copies. 50 million, man.
David Gilmour quoted, "For me, Dark Side was the first time we had great lyrics. The others were satisfactory or perfunctory, or just plain bad." So at least he admitted it, that some of the songs before were bad.
Right.
But this, they were all 100% behind. Because this was like, I think this was all their favorite, this was their favorite album to make. Alright, let me go to the next album. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, In Brain Damage, this is about the song Brain Damage, Waters seems to appropriate Sid's insanity as the inevitable outcome of his own grim conclusions about life. So I guess Brain Damage is somewhat about Sid.
Right.
David Gilmour says, "The heartbeat alludes to the human condition and sets the mood for the music, which describes the emotions experienced during a lifetime."
Huh.
What's this? The Dark Side of the Rainbow. Did Pink Floyd secretly create their 1973 album as a soundtrack to a popular 1930s movie? The sure sign that an album movie or other pop culture artifact has achieved cult status is when wacky theories start to emerge, pointing to some bizarre hidden meaning or quasi-occult ritual attached to the work. The Beatles' White Album and the Rocky Horror Picture Show have attracted a phenomenon of this nature. And of course, the entire Beatles catalog was once alleged to harbor clues that Paul McCartney had died.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pink Floyd's magnum opus, The Dark Side of the Moon, became the object of, funnily enough, lunatic speculations at some point in the mid-1990s. Theories began to surface claiming that if you screened the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz while playing Dark Side of the Moon, the music and the images on screen will match in all kinds of uncanny ways. According to the theory, it seems as if the music was specifically created as a soundtrack of the film. Where do the ideas like this come from? In our own day and age, the internet and social media are rich sorts of bizarre and arcane notions about nearly everything. And in this instance, given the huge popularity of Dark Side of the Moon, it wasn't long until the Dark Rainbow story spread from web to mainstream media outlets, ranging from the Fort Wayne Indiana Journal-Gazette to MTV News.
Oh.
Reports of the matter generally proclaim that the preternatural correspondence between Wizard and Dark Side represent phenomena known as synchronicity. It's like they line up, but they're not. It's what's it called?
Weird thing.
It's like a weird that's strange.
Yeah.
What's that? What is that called? I can't think of the word for it, but you know what I mean. All right.
What do you mean?
No,
I'm just joking with
what's
you.
the word? I can't think of it. It lines up in like an uncanny way.
Right.
All right. Well, that's enough about that. Let's get to Oh, Wish You Were Here's next. All right. Man, I'm not talking about all these. These are great albums. Okay, Wish You Were Here. September 12th, 1975. In crafting their follow-up to The Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd take Syd Barrett as their muse once again. For me, what David Gilmour says, for me, Wish You Were Here is the most satisfying album. I mean, I'd rather listen to that than Dark Side of the Moon. Because I know Wish You Were Here is about Syd Barrett. Is it somewhat about Syd Barrett? Like, Shut On You Crazy Diamond, was that on Dark Side of the Moon? I can't remember. Either way, that's about Syd Barrett. And so is Wish You Were Here.
Ain't that about businesses? No.
But that song Wish You Were Here is about
corporate America.
No, Wish You Were Here is about Syd Barrett, but the album the album mostly is about what you said. Like big rock, like companies trying to burn them. That's why on the album cover it's the guy shaking the other guy's hand is getting burned. The album cover. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, here's the story about Syd. Holy shit!
What?
That was Syd Barrett 2006. Right there. I'll show you guys then.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's how he. See that? I know you can barely see him, but see that guy right there? That's Syd Barrett. So, Syd drops in for a visit. June 5th, 1975, found Pink Floyd hard at work at Abbey Road. And then...
Abbey Road, I think it's owned by the Beatles.
Abbey Road Studios, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Syd Barrett dropped in. Obese, with shaven head and eyebrows, dressed in a white trench coat and white shoes, holding onto a white plastic bag. It wasn't a while before anyone realized, they didn't know it was him. They didn't look anything like him.
Oh, really?
They didn't know it was him.
That's some hard drugs.
It was a huge shock because I hadn't seen him in about 6 years. He kept standing up and brushing his teeth, putting his toothbrush that away and sitting down. At one point he stood up and said, "Right, when did I put the guitar on?" And of course he didn't have a guitar with him. And we said, "Sorry, Syd, the guitar's all done." Barrett hung around afterwards for the party for Dave and Ginger in the Abbey Road canteen. One of the other guests was former Pink Floyd manager Andrew King, who'd exited the picture around the same time as Syd, although for a different reason. King took the made conversation with Syd, asking how he managed to put on so much weight in the 6 years. The former guitarist replied, "I've got a very large fridge in the kitchen and I've been eating a lot of pork chops." Some party guests were reportedly disquieted by Barrett's strange laugh and penetrating gaze. He stuck around a while longer and then disappeared without saying goodbye to anyone. His appearance in the studio while Pink Floyd were completing one of the world's best-known songs about him was a strange coincidence.
I'm falling asleep here.
One with... I'm sorry, I know, I'm reading a lot.
No, you had the 5.
It was a benediction of sorts, or a cautionary warning as to just how far one might fall from the heights of rock stardom.
Yep.
I think that's what they took him as, like a, I don't read about animals. I hate that album. That's the weirdest album. I don't like it.
Let's go to the wall.
Yeah,
so
alright, the wall. Okay. November 30th, 1979. Pink Floyd's The Wall. How Roger Waters confronted his demons and came out with Pink Floyd's enduring masterpiece. So, during the show, I don't know where it was, I forget, I know the book says it, but I'm trying to do it off memory. I'm not going to the book.
Right.
So, during the show, people were just partying, drinking, and screaming, and that really pissed Roger Waters off. He thought you should stand there and enjoy the music. He just wanted to build a wall around from him and those people. That's when he thought the idea up.
Oh, really?
Of the wall. And then originally, when they performed it, they wanted the wall. They just wanted the wall there. They didn't want it to be built. Roger Waters wanted it to be there, but I forget who decided not to do it. They said we still have a service to treat the fans as fans and give them a show, no matter what.
Right.
Okay. So David Gilmour said, "There's such a thing as creative tension, and then there's total egocentric megalomaniac tension."
Oh.
Basically calling Roger Waters a megalomaniac, egoistic person, which he was. I'm not going to say he wasn't. He was.
He wanted to build a wall.
he
Well, he wanted to make a play, didn't he?
He wanted to make a... He saw The Wall as 3 parts. A show, an album, and a movie. This is the first ever rock album. Wake up, Pops. You see this right now, YouTube? He's
I'm
falling asleep.
listening. Go ahead. tired.
It was magical in the early days of Floyd, but the magic was eaten by the numbers, Roger Waters said. I get, because, okay, they brought on a director to direct the movie, right?
Right.
But the director didn't want to do it. You know why? Roger Waters already had the entire idea of the movie down. So what was the point of calling the director in, and
he's not going to change.
he's not going to do anything with it. So he figured, why don't he just do it?
And that's when they told the guitarist to go home.
The keyboardist.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking into that.
Because he wanted to visit his family.
Okay, they were all locked away. They locked themselves up for a place in the woods. And they were saying about, oh, we might have to stay here longer than we were supposed to. And he wanted to see his family. He wanted to see his kids and his wife. And I guess that pissed off Roger Waters. He was like, okay, no, you're not going to see your wife. We're going to stay here and finish this album. And then Roger Waters didn't think he could even do the piano on this album anyway. He thought that he's not good enough. He said that after this album, you can leave Pink Floyd. And he said, okay, I'll leave Pink Floyd gladly. They agreed after the album and all the touring's over, he'll leave. So he left.
And was that the end of Pink Floyd?
No, the end of Pink Floyd's the next album. Hold on. The Final Cut. This is Roger Waters' last album with Pink Floyd.
Okay. Did he start his own band or what?
Yeah, he went on by himself, and now he's going around touring Roger Waters' The Wall.
Oh really?
Yeah, but he's a you know what? But that was in March 21st, 1983. Which I thought there's more albums after that. Honestly, hold on. No, that's Roger Waters. Oh, I guess. Oh yeah, okay. So here's alright, I'm gonna skip over the Final Cut. Here's all the records that Roger Waters did after Pink Floyd. He did The Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. He went In the Flesh Alive, Kaira, Radio Chaos, Amused to Death, and The Wall Live DVD.
Oh. Okay.
I think he considered that his
There's
baby.
other bands that do Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
What are they called?
Brit Floyd was one.
No, when they do Pink Floyd, but they're not really
Cover bands.
Yeah, cover bands. Okay.
All right, here's Dave's discography. He did David Gilmour, self-titled album, On an Island, Live in Gdansk, About Face, Rattle That Lock. Oh yeah, here's A Momentary Lapse of Reason, which is Pink Floyd's album after a 5-year break.
Oh, okay.
5 years. Whatever. September 7th, 1987. Is that 5 or 4? I can't think. Pink Floyd discovers life after Roger Waters. A momentary
32 years ago.
A Momentary Lapse of Reason started life as a David Gilmour solo album, a potential follow-up to the guitarist's 1984 solo disc About Face. So both Nick and Rick were catatonic in terms of their playing ability at the beginning. They didn't know they couldn't remember how to play after 5 years of being on break.
Oh, look.
So here's a quote. Didn't say by who. If you go, man, we're carrying on. Make no bones about it. To which Waters reportedly replied, "You'll never fucking do it." He was saying about days it was David Gilmour or whoever, and Roger Waters said, "You never fucking do it," because I guess he saw himself as, the main man. Without him, Pink Floyd would be bad. Which, I guess in the long run, was he wrong?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, what's their last album? And after that album, there's The Division Bell, which came out in 1994, which was like, what was that, 10 years later? Almost 10 years, but under 10 years. Oh, yeah, Here They All Are, together. Putting aside all past differences, Pink Floyd reunited for one last show at the historic Live 8 concert. The section's called When Pigs Fly.
That's when they had the big pig blown up.
That was in Animals. They had that Alfie. I think it was called.
Oh, well, did they? Okay,
yeah.
I didn't know.
So David Gilmour said it put some of the bad blood between Roger and myself behind us. David, yeah, they hated David and was like trying to keep him in check.
eye to eye. Oh.
Yeah. So here they all are reunited after how many years? Right there. That's all. That's Roger Waters.
And what year was that?
That is. I'm going to tell you in a second. Look. 2005. So here they all are together. Oh, sorry, that didn't bump you. Here they all are together. right there. You know, Pink Floyd is honestly a tragic story. First, they lost. You know, they got rid of their first. You know, the lead man because he was
Right.
doing drugs. Then they found another lead man,
right.
and then he was after the he was an egomaniac. He was just a jerk. He wanted it to happen so bad that he put his friend at the time at like odds of each other.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Like oh yeah, and Richard Wright passed away. No, that's the guy that Roger Waters is complaining about. Richard Wright.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. He was 65 years old.
When he passed away.
Hold on. 2008, September 15th.
That's
Sid Barrett died in 2006.
12 years ago. So if he was 65, the rest of the band members are probably 70-something now.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
I hope you learned something from this.
there's one more album.
What album?
Their final album, The Endless River.
Oh, I never heard that one.
It's the newest one, 2014.
Oh, okay.
On what might be their final album ever, Pink Floyd paid tribute to their longtime keyboardist, the late Richard Wright. Unapologetically, this is for the generation that wants to put its headphones on, lie on a beanbag or whatever, and get off on a piece of music for an extended period of time. Don't fall asleep, Dad. It's almost over.
I know.
That was a quote from David Gilmour. So don't worry. We got like.
I gotta get up at 3 tonight.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I do.
And this river is a tribute to Rick. As a tribute to him. They made that album for. We made that album.
Okay.
That's probably the last album they're ever gonna make. All right. And here's an ending quote. Come on, you rabber, you seer of visions. Come on, you painter, you piper, you prisoner, and shine. That's from Pink Floyd's Shine You Crazy Diamond.
Oh, okay.
So I hope you guys learned something
Right.
about Pink Floyd. I think, honestly, probably one of the best rock bands of the early 70s, the late 80s.
Right. It's still going on.
Well,
Well, the album's still being sold.
yeah, especially Dark Side of the Moon and The Wall.
Right.
They're the most popular albums, and honestly, probably their best albums. But yeah,
Most young people don't know Pink Floyd.
I don't know why. I mean, I think Pink Floyd's a great band. Honestly, I like Pink Floyd. That's since I've been known about it since he listens to it. So obviously, music.
I like rock and roll.
Your parents listen to, you'll listen to, and like
Right.
they want to show you their songs or whatever. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something about Pink Floyd. I know we were talking a lot about it. If you want the book, you can probably find it wherever.
Who makes that book? Time Magazine.
No, it's Music Icon. It's Music Icon's book. So I'm sure you can find it on Amazon or something. I'm not sure, or Barnes & Noble. I'm not sure you can find it anymore, but...
Yeah, I don't know how old that book is.
Well, it's celebrating 50 years, and it started in 1967, so it's 2 years old.
2 years old.
3 years old, actually. It's 2020 now.
So...
Alright, well...
And that's it for our show.
That's it for our show. Hope you guys learned something.
Well, tell them how you get a hold of us.
You can get a hold of us on Twitter. You can reach us at Pops&JakeyT. On Instagram, you can follow us at Pops&JakeyT Podcast. On Gmail, you can email us at popsjtpodcast@gmail.com. Watch us on YouTube at JakeyT, all capital letters. See a great picture of my face, like that.
Yeah.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Honestly,
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy. Hope whatever.
Nothing
Happens to
anybody.
you. We'll see you next week, and you'll hear. Well, you'll see the top 10 list of our restaurant junkies. The first
On Tuesday.
I don't know if I want to call it season or what.
Right. So
Of chicken. Oh, not chicken. Of hamburgers.
hamburgers that we're tired of eating, but okay.
All right.
Anyway, have a good night.
I'll see you next week.
And hear from us next
Here's
week.
from us next week
Okay.
too. All right.
Bye.
Bye.